Hello, welcome to the Real Estate Regroup Show. I am your host, LJ Walker, a real estate investor helping you realize your dream of owning a home or investing in one. Today's show is this: being at home is actually making us want to spend more money, particularly those of us who are in the quarantine cities. Here's the thing. Yes, there are a lot of sales going on, but if you purchase too many things on sale, you could go overboard and blow your budget. You don't want to do that, particularly those of you who are trying to buy a home, or those of you who already own a home and you're trying to make those monthly mortgage payments. I'm going to give you some tips or some things that I've done already and I'm about to do, and hopefully maybe you can also incorporate that into your life. First thing, I'm trying to limit my time on social media and TV. Why? Because when you watch those ads, a lot of times those ads are tempting and they make you want to go out and buy. Particularly me, I'm somewhat of a foodie and I also love clothes. So sometimes when I see ads regarding those things, I get tempted and I feel like, oh my God, I got to go out and have it. But I already have a refrigerator full of food. I also have a closet full of clothes. And to be quite honest with you, I need to get rid of some of my clothes. Which brings me to the next thing is I'm trying to straighten up my home, particularly my office. It's full of paper. So that is the other thing that I'm working on. I have not completed it, but I have gotten rid of 2 bags of paper so far. So I do feel pretty good about myself right now. Next, I need to go through my emails. I've unsubscribed from a few of them, but I need to unsubscribe from a few more people. Again, they are very enticing as far as what they have to sell. And being that I don't need what they are offering at all, I want to take them off of my email list. I need to unsubscribe from them. Next, now I haven't done this, but I know this is definitely advised for many people, is to make a list of all the things that you want. Now, I make a mental list. I don't write it down on paper, but I basically made it up in my mind that if I can't deduct it off of my taxes, or if it doesn't benefit me as far as my health is concerned, then I'm not even going to bother with it. That's just me. You do what's best for you. The next thing I did was I spoke to a financial advisor, not just for myself, but also for my mother. When we spoke with them, we asked them, how should we invest, not just during the time of Corona, but also even after Corona is finished. Just so that you know, it's the free financial advisor that the New York Public Library offers. All you have to do is go to nypl.org, and there is an area where you set up an appointment to speak with them, and they will speak with you. So that is something that you can do. It costs you no money. And they can also give you some advice as far as how to allocate your money as well. Next thing, I have a Fire Stick at home, and on it there's like exercise programs, dance programs, there's also movies. What I like about Fire Stick is that I hardly ever see any commercials on Fire Stick. Plus, exercising and dance, particularly Zumba, is a lot of fun. It doesn't cost me any money. I only paid like $25 for the stick and that's it. Okay. Next, I started to call more family and friends during this particular time. Again, that prevents me from spending money. Okay. The other thing that I've done, and I have to admit I haven't been as consistent with this as I should, is meditation. It takes me away from the TV and social media. I've also began to pray, and sometimes, to be honest with you, I've even had arguments with God. But I find that I am spending a whole lot more time with Him. I read my Bible. I also have played some audiobooks that are not spiritually related at all. That's something else that you can do. I've thought about editing the book that I have started a couple of years ago. I haven't finished it. Some of you may have a book in your head. Well, maybe it's time right now, especially if you're unemployed, to start writing that book. Okay. The other thing I do, of course, pretty sure many of you do, is you play games, play video games, or if you have children, you play games with your kids. What I haven't done, the next thing, but I want to do is get into my backyard. That backyard needs to be cleaned out, even though, to be quite honest with you, there are a number of flowers that have already started to bloom, but it's time to definitely take care of it. The next thing that I have in my head, and I've thought about and I've spoken to people about, but I still haven't quite figured out what it is, and that is I am trying to plan a vacation or celebration once this quarantine is over. I haven't decided what it is that I would like. If you have any suggestions, please feel free. Go to my YouTube channel. If you're listening to me on the podcast, my YouTube channel is The Real Estate Regroup Show, and just give me some suggestions of how to celebrate after this is all over. I mean, I just can't wait. Next, the other thing that I have definitely been doing, and I am proud of myself, is I have been taking better care of myself. I bought a massager, so just about every day I sit in a chair. Actually, the chair has a built-in massager. I got it on sale at Amazon, and I'm glad that I bought it. I bought it actually before we were quarantined, and it is so comfortable. I also have the Shiatsu massager, which is a separate pad. I have that, and it comes with heat as well. So that's what I do whenever my nerves get a little tense or whatever, because I do work from home, not just with the podcast and YouTube, but also on my regular job. And also because I do own 2 businesses, I am still working, believe it or not. I do have to send out emails. I do have to make phone calls when it comes to my property. I just boarded up one loan. I have to send out faxes. I also have to do my taxes as well. I've done some of them, but not all. One thing that I used to do, and it may be a suggestion for others, and I might get back to it also, is drawing. That can actually ease your mind as well, and it activates your mind. It keeps you involved. Another thing that you can do is update your vision board and write down like all the different goals that you have that are available to you, that you may wish, and don't restrict yourself. Make sure that whatever goals you take on, it's good if they scare you. For example, I have a financial goal that I wish to reach. So one of the online classes that I'm taking is to learn about futures. With futures, and later on I'm going to be taking options, you can make $1,000 a day with that. And never in my wildest dreams in the past did I ever think that there was a way in which you can do that without actually owning real estate. this is another way of, it's a way of investing in derivatives in the stock market. That is something that I'm not really familiar with, and I'm just obtaining knowledge on at the moment before I actually delve into this. So, guys, that is what I have for you as far as ways in which you can save money during this coronavirus quarantine and prevent yourself from being enticed into buying things that you may realize later that you may not necessarily need. And you'll have this extra money so that you can go ahead and buy the home of your dreams, or just make the monthly mortgage payments. All right, guys. Bye for now. Feel free to share this. Remember, each one reach one, teach one. Good night.